Hello and welcome to this evening's episode of Critical Role. Ominous presence of this unseen, barely spoken entity called Kavarn. Long day.
Long day.
So, upon traveling deep into
Don't
the
worry,
recesses...
Matt, you just have to talk for 3 straight hours.
I know. 2?
No, 22.
Oh, 22.
28.
13?
24.
Fail. 10.
And you wait for about a minute, and the entire place is now in a very eerie silence.
They know we're here still.
But they don't know where we are.
No. Maybe they went to sleep.
As far as I know, it's probably somewhere on the 2nd floor.
What floor are we on now?
Ground floor.
Ground floor.
Right, cool. So it's just one up. one more.
Apparently. The inside looks to be a storage room. There's just a series of boxes, barrels, and various...
Maybe you can put yourself in a box and walk around.
But I see the door on the other side. So I take the
Why don't you just keep
earring,
going forever?
Yeah.
Take the
Fine.
earring and I whisper to my sister. Come, follow along.
I've been invited on the field trip, guys.
Just you?
Just me.
Come on.
That I should not go with you. I can't stealth for shit right now.
All right. I'll step ahead and go invisible.
As you vanish, Clorota also kind of waves his hand for a moment, and his image disappears the same way Scanlan's did.
Ooh, he does that too?
Apparently. So the two of
We're
you...
walking down a hall. Nobody's watching us.
As you're humming to yourself...
Oh no!
You're fine. You're fine.
I can feel Scanlan's flute pressing into my buttocks.
That's not my flute.
You hear this tink, tink, tink. That's it. Without even a guttural noise, the dagger buries itself in the base of his skull. You see him just slump down to the ground.
I catch the hammer and I start going tink, 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 and wave the 2 invisible beings into the room.
Hey, what happened in there?
We're here. We're ready to fight. What do you need us to do?
As the Durgar sees you as rushing past with the hammer, about to fall back and swing at you, you rush out from behind the corner with the blunt end of your weapon and just crack him in the side of the temple.
Girly scream.
What's that? We're good.
Unconscious on the ground. Alive,
He's
but
not dead?
unconscious.
Oh, can I, so he's at a disadvantage, basically?
He is incapacitated.
So can I go up to him and slit his throat with my Mace of Disruption?
You,
To make sure he's dead?
if you'd like to.
Yes, I want to.
Okay.
That's really bad. Is that really bad, though?
Pike walks up and grabs the
Oh,
back
wait,
of the Durgar's
oh my
hair,
God,
pulls it
you're
back,
fucking-
and using the jagged edge of her Mace of
no,
Disruption, tears open the throat of the Durgar, which then spills
bad.
all
They're bad
this
guys.
blackish ichor across the ground.
Going renegade, folks. She's going renegade.
I just wanted to make sure he didn't come after us.
Grog
have a
looks
family.
impressed but also slightly worried as the men who grew up alongside you. All right, so that happened.
Because I'm invisible in the thing with Lady Kima, I kind of get up on a stool to see if I can catch some cleavage.
Give me a perception check.
Yeah. Natural 20.
What? Seriously?
It's gonna be one of those nights.
That one. Oh my God.
Don't jinx
Yes.
it.
Knock on wood.
Don't.
I'm gonna kill all you.
That's
No, it was kind of half locked, and as you push, it opens up into
shove a hot dog.
a commode.
Yes.
Is there anybody?
There is nobody in there. It is a room with what looks almost like a bench with a series of holes cut into the bench. It's a communal.
I'm tempted to close the door for a moment, but I will press on instead.
Check for loot.
Pike, hold still, please.
Pike,
I'm not moving.
eviscerate the bodies.
You're up there. Scanlan, you staying in that room?
I'm taking a dump on the guest bed.
I like walk by the door and see that
I'm
happening.
gonna get you in a second.
But also just covering it up with the blanket after
Yeah.
I'm done.
Oh.
Well, you're in mid-process. This is all happening pretty quickly. Okay, go ahead and roll initiative real fast to see who gets off first. What?
I'm not gonna count that. Oh, I'll count that. 19.
Why didn't you count it?
Because it flew out of my hand. I didn't roll it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You guys are actually kind of like pinched off in the hallway right here. So as you guys are all kind of
pinched off to me.
in the door, it
Stuck
is
there
a
still, so.
secondary guest room.
All right, now poop on this bed.
All right.
Checking for. I checked for traps before, but I can't remember what I rolled. I'm sure it was successful.
Go ahead and roll again. The flames go to darkness, and the entire room goes pitch black.
Oh shit!
Oh no, we don't have
I motion to
light.
grog.
In the darkness, I say, "Fuck."
What's going on in there?
Alright.
I hear lots of ruckus.
We'll be out in a minute.
Don't give me that, Scanlan. Oh, Scanlan, you can hear me.
No, don't let me touch it.
What's going on in there?
Oh, we're all dying.
Oh, they're. I search the grog. They're all dying.
Tiberius.
I look through the door.
The door. Like, you make your way through, eventually down these hallways.
Clink, 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 clink.
Pong, 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 pong.
She's coming! I can hear her coming.
Now,
Hey guys, I'm here. Did you know I was coming?
Freshly rotting flesh of some kind, and as you glance over, you can see there is a heart that has been cut from a body, and to the point where the blood itself is coagulated and begin to become thick. It's roughly dwarf in size.
I get up and I grab it with my mouth.
Okay, it tastes disgusting.
And then I walk over to Vax and I lay it at his feet. I kind of nudge it with my nose.
She caught your heart.
Oh.
I scooch Keyleth behind the ear, but nudge it aside with my toe and exit the room.
Exit the room.
Okay. So it's hobbling towards you a little bit.
Can we go in the room and Trinket goes up next to him and like gets all up in his face.
Okay.
Next to him.
As you both enter, both of you make Constitution saving throws.
Oh.
As two more plumes of poison out of the ground as both you and Trinket walk in.
Oh, I should have been so smart, but I wasn't.
If I can't see him, then I will just yell at him.
All right.
I'll yell with vicious mockery.
Yes!
I don't like you very much for poisoning me and my friends. You're a poopy head.
So vicious.
That is threatening.
So, but we managed to rush it out, and I want to give a huge shout out to Michael Weitzman, who's
Thank you,
a
Mike.
big friend of ours for helping us make the website.
Thanks, Waddy.
At Whitesley, if you want to bug him. And yeah, so you
That's
can
his
buy
nickname. It's not like a.
Whitesley.
I
His
know.
last name is Whitesley.
But I said, "What's up, Whitey?" Like to him personally,
Oh.
and then they look at me like, "Oh my lord, that's so racist." And I'm like, "No, it's his nickname."
That is actually his nickname.
I'm just
It's okay.
sad. I'm just sad that you don't call me Whitey. Really?
I mean, I can.
Okay, let's
Okay.
start. After this game.
Heal the Vax. Make him a better elf. For you and for me and the entire adventuring band. There are Duragar dying. If you cared enough for the adventurers, you'd bring Vax back to help us with the stabby stab. Thank you.
All right,
Please,
so
vaccinate your kids. I mean, don't vaccinate them. Vaccinate.
yeah, there's the difference. What is your intent?
To win?
And like, if I can transform into a monster, and then you with polymorph can like maybe just transform.
Stop talking! Stop talking! Hold on!
Don't have to snap at me.
What is his personality?
No. You're brilliant, Your Highness.
Oh, thank you. I mean, you can keep going.
I have an idea.
We're off the rails here.
Tell it to us, Tiberius. What's the idea?
Does it involve shitting on a bed?
Eventually, actually, yes.
Aren't you empty yet?
Clearing his throat in your presence.
Oh, Scanlan, I think, can do it.
Hi, Scanlan here.
Scanlan, you know how to harness the power.
I mean,
power of electricity.
I don't want to brag, but I'm a regular Ben Franklin over here.
Um,
He's a guy. He's a gnome I know.
All but one of the Duragar are blown apart and scattered across the wall, Akira style, just against the walls.
all but one.
Clumps. Well, one of them is still in the center of the sphere, now looking charred and burnt and eyes wide open with anger and frustration.
Scanlan, go.
I say, you ugly. You ugly. Your mama says you ugly. You ugly. You ugly. Your mama says you ugly. And I cast vicious mockery on him.
As the Duragar is currently held aloft in this aquatic sphere, half charred and burnt with pieces of his friends floating in the water around him, he hears through this kind of warbling sound, "You ugly, you ugly." And he sees everyone kind of step out in the hallway clapping with you, and he kind of looks around at himself, looks at his situation, and eventually just gives up and takes a big old gulp of water and drowns inside the aquatic sphere.
I shamed him to death.
Silence! All of you, silence!
We weren't talking.
All the Duragar are now looking over their shoulders back towards the king and kind of watching this transpire between the two.
All of you, lay down your arms!
Okay.
Guys, tune in every week for this kind of intense action. I inspire Vax with a little ditty.
All right.
I want to sing a song of inspiration, of inspiration. As he does, I sing, dodge that sexy attack, go white boy. I sing my what is it called? Cutting words? No, yes.
Yes,
what?
cutting words.
Cutting words.
So let's go ahead and do the contested roll.
Contested roll.
Ooh, it's like rock, paper, scissors.
That was almost the name of this show.
Contested.
Contested roll.
Not as catchy.
Put out my hand and give my little ring a rub and let out a fireball from it, right where no one else but these buttholes will get hurt.
All right, so I'd say probably a 20-foot radius. We're gonna put it about there.
What is the common word for it?
Buttholes. The official buttholes. You hear this clanking sound as Tiberius's now fully stone form falls off of the scorpion onto the ground beside you.
He's stoned. I think you pee on the body and it cures him.
Can I can't. I have to go.
Let's try it and find out.
You're right next to
I
him.
just make eye contact with him and I mentally tell him that he really has the urge to try to do a headstand. Lay down his weapon and he really just wants to see if he can do it.
Okay.
Suggestion.
Okay. So the first strike hits you for 21 points of slashing damage.
Still alive.
The next one hits you for 23 points of slashing
No
damage.
longer alive. And I will. Jesus. Is it better for me to get out of there?
Get the king.
Yeah,
Get the
you might be able to
king.
kill him. He's on his last legs,
Yeah.
probably.
He's looking pretty rough.
Yeah, but Keyleth is right behind him.
Do it. Stab him.
You can attack him with your sword.
Hit him with a flute.
I am
It's
a
true,
tiny boy
Do
who
it
can only
anyway.
do.
He's at his
gonna
last legs.
bip him in
I
the
can't
nose.
hear
This is gonna
grog.
be epic, Scanlan.
I
do
will
you got?
say that. I can't
Come
hear
on, quick.
grog.
Do it.
That
I
must
swing
pour
my
you.
singing dawn blade at him.
All right.
I have a dawn
Dawn
blade.
blade?
Alrighty.
It's a dawn.
Donga blade.
It's just so lame though. It's
Do
so
it, do
weird.
it. It's really big and made of rubber.
So go ahead and roll for an attack. D20.
A natural 20.
6 points of damage, or 6 on that.
On that
plus
one.
your strength, which is 7, plus the Dawn Blade, which is that's
Wasn't it
8.
23 or
So that's
something?
8
Oh.
damage on top of the 23. How do you want to do this?
As I draw back the blade, I say, "Oh, you should have stood on your head," and I lop it off.
real death.
I'm gonna pull a healing
As he pulls it
potion
out, you
as
can
a-
see most of his foot is melted on his right leg.
Oh, that's his best leg.
I pull a level.
Scarred. It probably spent a good 6 seconds completely submerged in molten rock.
Are you telling me I'll never compete in the roller derby again?
Quite possibly. As the entire stronghold is currently filling up entirely with molten rock.
Oh, I left my keys in there.
You're all resting for a moment off to the side. Grog is
Grog?
missing.
Grog is missing.
And you all take a moment to realize that somehow you all managed to survive this, mostly.
Sort of.
We didn't find
However-
the vault.
You didn't find the vault, didn't find Kima's stuff, and a number of escaped individuals from this are out and at large. We'll end today's game on that note.
Percy,
I don't know.
need bad news to be my other foot now.
In the meantime, we'll see you next week.